Hello.
Hi.
I pushed an imaginary button. I was like, record. While you were doing it. I was like, teamwork.
So me and Dawn came back from Kentucky, guys. We were in Kentucky, and me and Dawn got sick after Kentucky.
When you got home to your sick kids.
Fucking kids.
Yeah.
Fucking kids.
I homeschool.
Nobody asked you right now, okay? Like,
plus my kids are older. If they're wiping their boogers on me, I might backhand them. Like,
right in your face. Like,
no, they know better. They don't want. I sound like I beat my kids. I've never hit my kids ever.
I beat my kids.
It's hyperbole.
Yeah.
Like, no, Lyric like pulls out her boogers and plays with it like slime. Yeah.
Caleb eats his. Like, he'll eat his before he eats like the pasta I make him, and I'm like,
oh yeah, Lyric does that
I feel
too.
a little offended, but like, whatever. It is what it is.
Sometimes she cries just for a snack.
Or I cry for snacks too.
Yeah, but her snack she's self-sufficient.
That's good. See, it's important to be self-sufficient.
Just girl bossing.
Girl boss. It's an important trait.
I thought before we talk about this episode, just because it's happening in 4 days, I thought we'd give our quick predictions because the next episode we record will be after the election. So I thought it'd be funny if we just give our predictions now. If you have any predictions on the U.S. election,
I hope the girl wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is gonna win.
I just hope the girl wins. Yeah.
Kamala Harris is gonna win, but it's gonna be like close.
Yeah,
and
the choices aren't very good.
On Pennsylvania. Yeah. I think Pennsylvania is going to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, it is. I think no matter what, Harris is going to get the popular vote. Whether that means she wins or not is different.
Yeah,
I think if Trump loses, though, he has better tools in place now to better fight the election, especially if it ends up being so close. You know, he has like the Supreme Court and stuff on his side.
Yeah.
He's being endorsed by like government agencies like border control and stuff. So yeah.
It's like
Harris, yay!
Did you already like hear his rant?
Which
about,
one?
Like, it's gonna be a bloodbath that if he loses.
Yeah, he said that plenty of times.
Word for word, it's gonna be a bloodbath. And I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing?
He said that plenty of times. He said immigrants were poisoning the blood of Americans. Like, if that's not Hitler, I don't know what.
Isn't his wife an immigrant?
Like,
yeah, but those are okay immigrants.
I'm just saying. His wife's an immigrant. I don't even think they're together anymore.
I think he's secretly has a boyfriend.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's the lead security of Tiffany and Co.
Does he look like Donald Trump?
No, he's bald, but he's really good looking.
He's bald but good looking.
Like he looks good. Like I don't know, you gotta look it up. It's a huge conspiracy on TikTok, but like I believe it.
I believe
they don't sleep together. They don't sleep together. They don't sleep in the same bed when they're in the same house. They're never in the same house.
Trump is asexual. I think he's only ever used sex as power. It's not a thing he does for sex.
And that's why he talks so much about sex. He has no idea anything about it. He just thinks like he just throws it around. Like
he loves Broadway and he's on the queer spectrum, but he just doesn't want to accept it. Like I feel like he's asexual, kind of like he doesn't follow masculine stereotypes. I mean, he wears the same suit every day. But
he wears makeup and like
he does his hair.
Yeah, all day, every day.
But yeah, so I guess we'll see next week how that turned out.
Well, when this episode comes out, it'll already happen.
Well, that's when we're recording the episode after.
The next one, yeah.
Sorry, guys, you're going to have to wait for our opinions on it, okay?
Yeah.
But speaking of America, we were just there.
We were. What's with everything in Ranch? Fucking had to swim in Ranch to get to the different buildings.
Salt.
Salty Ranch?
Salt. Salt, I thought was just like a Vegas thing, but apparently it's like everywhere. Like everything's but it's not as salty. It wasn't as salty as Olive Garden. Like that was.
I
that's
feel like it was
impossible.
location specific. Like at that one tavern, the stuff was very salty.
Yeah.
But at like Texas Roadhouse and stuff, it wasn't so bad.
No, it
No.
wasn't bad at all.
So
And cheap. I recommend Texas Roadhouse to everyone.
it's because of the taxes. There is none.
And like our waitress was so sweet. I got a free cup. Like,
Shh, no, you didn't.
no, I didn't because it's on the down low. But like, she's like, no one's ever asked us that before. Because I asked to purchase this cup. It had our like fishbowl drinks in it, and I was like, oh, like you guys sell these cups. And she's like, no.
And then she's like, let me ask the manager.
Yeah. And the manager never came. Just some guy came with this cup in a bag. And then she came over later. It's like, oh, like, we didn't know what to do. We were going to just give you that cup, but it has alcohol in it. So we just gave you this one covered up so nobody knows. Like, yeah, okay. Like, thank you. But then she like gave us like 3 bags of buns and like all these fucking peanuts. Yeah. Like, she made sure we were snacked up.
Yeah, good
It's
service.
like, do you want
there.
this to go? Do you want that to go? Like, well, I'll get you this and this. I was like, holy shit, all right.
We
Yeah,
all
man.
like tipped her. We're like, yes,
Yeah.
queen.
I
Yeah,
tipped
we all
her like
her.
50%.
That 20%.
It was like, okay, like you're getting everything I was gonna pay for the cup plus them. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, no, you get big tip.
Big
tip.
tip.
And she didn't have a problem giving our bills, like separating our bills.
Okay, the first meal we ever had was at Chili's. Okay.
Oh, God.
After traveling, like we had been traveling that day, right?
Yeah, it was a
So-
travel day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Food was okay. Food was all right. And we got
It was
like
good.
the beginning, we all got these like witch's brew margarita things. They're super cute, little witchy stir sticks, lots, and they're good. And then we all got our meals, and I got a meal where the margarita of the month is included in the meal. And then so my bill came, and she charged me like they put water, my water as my drink, plus my like $6 margarita. I was like, oh, like the margarita is part of the meal. She's like, yeah. And then she goes and she brings me back. I don't know what she did, but the bill was 1 cent more.
but it showed that she included the margarita as part of the meal. So that's why like it really didn't make sense.
It made 0 cents. She took off the water, added the margarita, still an extra margarita. And then I'm like, okay, like it still didn't, like what's going on? And she's like, oh, I got to get my manager. And then the manager, and I guess, did something. And I come back and I got like a police officer discount. So like they didn't fix my bill at all. It wasn't the same amount.
It was only $3 less instead of the $6.99.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, they still overcharged me, but like now I'm a deputy. So it's good. It's good.
Deputized by Chili's.
I was deputized by. Isn't it like a deputy or you just deputized by anybody? Isn't that how it goes?
Like to be a police deputy, I feel like you have to
Isn't that back in the day? You're like, oh, you're the deputy.
maybe
like
you have
in
to
the
be
Western?
voted upon.
I did. I was voted on by Chili's.
The manager.
Hold on. Let me see how you become a deputy.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I don't know.
I know
the
a
law.
sheriff is voted.
Like in Kentucky. Maybe there's specific Kentuckian
Maybe
rules.
Chili's
It's like
like
yeah, it's
endorses
like
them.
Chili's managers have to.
I
Endorse them.
have more training than all of the deputies. So you need to have a GED diploma and other general requirements set by the sheriff's department. Complete a police academy or basic training course, which I have. I will pass background checks, psychiatric evaluations. Might not pass those. Gain law enforcement experience or experience in a related field. I feel like social work is definitely. Oh, I don't have a valid driver's license.
That's where they get you.
I could be one of the horse deputies. Have excellent physical stamina. Well, I run an hour every day. I feel like that's enough.
It's more than some cops.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a cop around here that looks exactly like Chief Wiggums from Simpsons, and I've only seen him once, and I wanted to see, I'm like, I need to find this guy again so I can take a picture. Like exactly like Chief Wiggum's, like his hair, like it's not exactly that blue, but it's like a gray.
Oh my god. Yes, because you're allowed to like take photographs and video of cops in
Yeah.
uniform, so do it.
Oh, aspiring deputy sheriffs. I don't want to be a sheriff. I just want to be a deputy.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays you have to apply and just get accepted by the department.
But like back in the
Back in
olden
the
days, some
day.
guy just gave you like a star and you put it on your chest. You're a deputy.
Maybe it was like the
Wild West.
mayor.
Well, back in the day, they would kill the sheriff, and then you became the sheriff. Like,
Back
I
in
don't
the
think
day,
that's
you could
how
just go, I'm a doctor,
yeah.
and then be a doctor.
Yeah, I guess. I'm a deputy now.
Yeah.
I've decided. Yeah,
No, it's good.
more education.
We gotta get you like a uniform.
Yeah, I can look like Chief Wiggum's. I look like fucking Danny
Get red
DeVito.
for like Chili's.
Oh, Chili's. Yeah. Oh, I could look like a chili. It's just like a chili onesie with a deputy.
with the little deputy star.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Next Halloween.
Let's go as a chili, a red chili pepper deputy.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring my receipt. I kept my receipt. I'll
You
bring it
should
around. with me.
laminate it.
It's going in my shadow box this vacation's
Yeah.
shadow box. Although it got ruined because like my cup exploded in my bag. It was a fun trip home. But that's
We'll
fast
get to that.
forwarding.
We'll
We'll
get
there.
yeah.
We'll get there.
So first things, I guess traveling there was pretty easy.
It was easy peasy lemon juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for I was a little
So-
tired. I drove 14 hours first.
Yeah.
Well,
And
no,
then-
like getting to the first gate, we were like running, but we made
Oh
it.
my
Oh,
god.
right. I forgot.
That's right. They fucked up, right? Like that was
Yeah.
it wasn't easy. I forgot.
we blocked it out.
We
Yeah.
repressed our memory. So Air Canada, fuck you. Okay, just throwing that out there. We didn't even take any Air Canada transportation. So Air Canada has a thing where you get like free checked bags, like free carry-on. They check your bags, and then we took a bus, and the bus was supposed to put our bags onto the airplane, and they didn't. And then we're trying to like put it on the conveyor belt, like fucking take our bags, and it wouldn't. And the woman's like, "Oh, like you like they were supposed to do that." We're like, "We know." But
And
we
this
were
is an hour and a half before our flight.
Yeah, we haven't gone through security yet. And she's like, "Oh, like if you come with me, I can do that for you. But like we need to go line up for security." So we're just like, "We'll just carry them. It's fine." Well, she told us to just carry them
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And I was like, "I'll just ask the guy." Be like, "We're supposed to have this." So we make it through security, just fine. Like it was okay. And then
It was
Well, some girls
long.
hit a butt in front of us.
Yeah.
Oh
some
my God,
people
we
got
almost
kicked
missed our
out for
flight, yeah.
butting. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my god, they're so mad. They're like, everybody's like, "We're gonna be late." Like we're all fucking gonna be late. Like
Ours
Like-
wasn't our fault.
yeah, because we took the Air Canada and they're supposed to like make it smooth. They didn't.
No.
And yeah, we had like an hour. We were in security for like an hour, and then we had like 20 minutes to run to our gate. Like, and I'm like, "Hey, can you take our stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, cool." And then he said, "Leave them there." And then as soon I went pee, we came back and they're like all boarding, and like our bags are still there. And I'm like, "What about our bags?" And he's like, no, we give them to that guy. I was like, "Okay," so we gave them to that guy.
But
You
then
guys know
from
the
then
guy,
on, from then on, it was smooth. And then
Yeah.
Chili's.
Domri knew where every restaurant was in Chicago.
Yes.
In the airport,
Yeah, she's like,
I was like-
this.
there's a Dunkin' somewhere. Like I was just like, there's a Dunkin's. I don't know. Like I know there is. It's like near us. I could feel it.
For our American listeners, we don't really
Have a
have that
Dunkin'.
option. Yeah.
No, we have Tim Hortons instead.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much the same. Yeah, and like, but that was fine. Like that was a smooth. Like it wasn't too long of a wait in between. It was comfortable. Like no rushing and no sitting too long. We got to do our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we made it to Kentucky.
Woo! And then we went to Chili's.
And then we went to Chili's twice that day. We went to Chili's for breakfast at the airport.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we did.
And it was like you order on your phone. And
Oh
it
my
was,
god, that confused me.
And then they're like, tip?
yeah, like for what? I think you
You carried
understand.
the food so good. I don't.
Yeah, I could have picked that up from the counter. Like there was no service except for bringing us our food, which I feel like I should be tipping my pharmacist then, or like
Right?
tipping the cashier. Like it's just you didn't go above and beyond. That's what tips are for.
But what happened after second Chili's?
We laughed, and then it was it was still Thursday, so we didn't have to do anything, right?
Oh my gosh, I
We
can't
went to
believe that
Walmart.
was.
We went to Walmart. Fucking wild night. We went to Walmart. We got
We
snacks.
went shopping.
Went shopping. Got underwear. Not
Getting
me.
the last of our costume pieces.
Got underwear.
Yes.
Sonia, you didn't get any, remember?
No, I said I
You got
didn't.
socks.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I had to take underwear
I
from
got
Don
underwear.
Marie. Yeah.
New underwear. You had to take new underwear from Don Marie.
Yeah, fuck. I'd just take your ratty ass underwear, whatever happens.
Yeah, I was like, here, I have my old ones I wore. Here.
I was like, as long as they're not mine, they count as clean. Right? Like that.
No.
I really wouldn't do that. Like, ew.
I was just gonna go with it. I was like, ew, no.
No.
She's like, I'm a germaphobe.
But I'll wear your dirty skivvies. It's fine.
Yeah.
The vagina is self-cleaning.
That's right. It's fucking bleach factory down there. Pressure washer. Oh, I learned self-care from Catholic school. It's fine.
This speaks volumes.
Teen pregnancy.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I didn't go to Catholic school until after I had my kid.
Interesting.
It's because it was the only adult program in the area.
Mm.
Yeah. And then it was like work your own pace. Like, so I was able to do my entire high school career in 8 months. Like, it was just like, as soon as you were done a class, you were done it. Like, you
Yeah.
didn't have to wait a long time. I was like, I gotta get this done.
That's good though.
Yeah. It was fine.
Nothing crazy happened at Walmart, I don't think.
No,
No,
we're just
stop.
tired.
Yeah, we just wanted to go lay down.
Yeah.
We all took our showers when we got back, and then we all went like to bed.
You guys went to the pool for a bit.
We went pool. Yeah, we went
Oh,
swimming
yeah.
first.
I
Which is
didn't
so
because
cool.
my period decided to be a week late and show up on traveling day. So that, or the day before traveling day. So traveling day was
Yeah.
my day 2. So I was like,
Cool.
yeah,
No,
I'm
thank you.
just not gonna submerge myself today. No, thank you.
No.
No, thank you. I'm not gonna be like a fucking tea bag just hanging out. Fucking pool.
Oh my god, did you guys hear that? And can you imagine like Bella from Twilight, like on her period, pulling out a tampon so that Edward could drink it as a tea?
Mm.
Ugh. No.
Fucking vampires. Ugh. No. But Friday was interesting, Don Marie. Fucking bitch. So like we had a meet and greet. It was the Books and Booze soiree, spooky soiree, meet and greet. So we're like, oh, it's an hour away, tons of time. But it was not an hour away. It was an hour away from a different location.
It wasn't even the meet and greet. It was to pick up the tickets and badges
Oh,
for
yeah.
the meet and greet.
Meet and greet yet.
It's a chicken.
And like, there's no sidewalks in Bardstown. It was just
How was I
fucking.
supposed to know that one? Okay, like
You didn't.
I
You didn't. But
no,
we
I
went,
did.
We went the wrong way. You're like, it's this way. And
That's the thing.
went.
The other way would have taken probably like an hour. We took an hour and then an extra hour because we went the wrong way.
We went through town instead of around. Like,
And we
Yeah,
didn't
in the
even
middle
stop
of
at
town.
Eddie's shops. We're like, we
We
gotta
got
be there.
ice cream
Stopped
from
at an
someone
alleyway.
super high. That was it. That's what we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, it was good though. It was interesting.
Oh,
It was
we're
nasty.
Kentucky 10. You forgot about
Oh,
us
we
being
kept
honked
getting
at.
honked at. Yeah,
on my long walk. Yeah.
yeah, it was interesting.
She's like, see, it was worth it. You got
It was
validation
worth it.
from
We were
truckers.
pretty. And like some white dude with a mustache is like, hey, want to
I'm
ride?
getting my truck.
Like, no thanks.
And we're like knee deep in a ditch here, okay, guys? Like on a busy road, okay?
Yeah.
And this guy
Yeah.
slows down. He's like, "Hey, do you girls need a ride?" And we're like, "No, thank you." We're like struggling, like
Sweating. Like, no, man. Like, I'd rather fucking get face to face to a mountain lion. I'd rather, no, thank you. Like, you know, mountain lion or some white dude with a mustache. Like, what do you think I'm gonna pick? Like, it's
Yeah.
And the cars are driving like fast.
yeah,
they were.
yeah.
And they
it
were
was-
coming pretty close to us too.
Because there wasn't very much of a shoulder.
No, yeah, and it was
No.
a highway. We're on a fucking highway shoulder. It was fun. We eventually made it to town.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw a few Trump signs on the way and all the slaver houses. Like,
Yeah.
like you could tell what type of people used to live in those houses because they also had like the smaller house at like the front of their property.
What used to live there, clearly they still live in those type of houses.
Oh, they do still live there. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
you know,
the type of people.
yeah.
But
those
like
type
just
of
like when
people.
we were walking and we seen like little Trump signs on one house and then big ass Harris signs like the house next door to it a couple times, like across the street too. I was just like, yeah, that's petty. I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
The
and that must
scary
be ballsy.
babies.
Sorry, go.
Oh no, you were talking about the signs. I interrupted. You finish with your sign, and then I will repeat what I said.
I was just gonna say, like in a small town like Bardstown and like in like Kentucky, like to show a Harris sign probably is like pretty ballsy because like those
This would be a
towns
big ass one too.
those towns tend to be more conservative. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of those people showing the Harris signs were previous Trump supporters, like back in 2016 and stuff. Because like even there's been a swing in rural areas. So continue, Sonia.
Spooky naked babies near those like big Harris signs. There was this Halloween decoration of naked babies crawling, like scary spooky babies. I thought they were fucking amazing.
Zombie babies.
Zombie babies, yeah.
All
Those are
the
my
aborted fetuses are coming for you.
Yeah, they're just like, ooh. That was my favorite sign. Was the
dead babies.
The dead babies. I love the dead babies. Yeah. And then we were exhausted. And then we found a cab company. Thank you, Chris. And then we're just like harass these people to give us rides several times a day.
It was $5 a person.
Yeah.
Like that's how they charged us. We're like, okay, so $15 a ride, I guess, every time.
Which I'm fine with that. Like flat rate.
Yeah.
I'm good with flat rate.
Yeah, they didn't have meters on their taps, so
until we had to get to the hotel for the airport. But we'll get there.
Yeah, we're still on full day one. And no, the meet and greet was okay. Like, and then we're so tired, so sweaty and gross. I was like, oh my
the
god.
ghost walk was interesting.
First was the dinner, which was okay.
Yeah.
We met people.
The meet and greet.
Yeah. And like this one girl, I'm gonna name drop her name. We thought her name was Melissa. I did anyway. I thought it was Melissa. And, I just kept calling her Melissa the whole time until like the next day. But like, and then they're like, it's Alyssa.
Well, okay. What ended up happening was I was trying to like look for her on Facebook or whatever, and you're like, you commented on my pants thing, and I was like, okay, what's her name? Melissa. Okay, and I'm looking, and there's no Melissa that commented. What did she say? And then I can't remember exactly what she said, but then I see that comment, and I'm like, you mean Alyssa?
Oh, that sounds like Melissa. Well, I think I'm blaming her because I said, oh, Melissa. It's close to like Megan. and
And she didn't correct.
she didn't correct me. So she's just really nice, I guess. She's like this, whatever this drunk bitch is saying, I guess. Like, and I didn't even drink anything, but I understand. I do come across very intoxicated all the time. I don't know what it is about me, but I do. They're like, how much did you have? Yeah, it's autism.
Well,
how wasted are you?
At the dinner, there was some confusion because one of the events we'll get to later on had a cash only bar. But at this meet and greet, it was a cash bar. And so a lot of people got confused as to whether or not they accept card. So just clarification, cash only means cash only, no card. Cash bar just means you're paying for it because the food was included in part of the meet and greet. So like a lot of people were having confusion over that, but they took card, so I was happy.
Yeah, they're like, yay! A lot of people got happier after they realized.
Yeah, they're like, I only have so much money, and so yeah. And then we almost took someone's Uber
because Jessica. First of all, it was a gray van, and it looked like our gray taxi van to begin with. And like, he's like, "Oh, is this Jessica?"
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm Jessica. And then he's like, "Oh, are you going to the blah blah blah?" We're like, "No." Like, you know where we're going.
He's like, "Oh, it got canceled. Is this Uber?" We're like, "Oh, oops, sorry."
Yeah, no, this is not the cab. He's like, "No." And then like the other Jessica was waiting right there. I was like, "Oh, Jessica." And then after that, our cab came.
Yeah, we did try calling an Uber when we got stuck in town, but they never.
A couple times.
Yeah, they never wanted to. They never wanted to pick us up. We never got an Uber the entire time they were there. They were like, "Nope."
Yeah, no. Fucking Canadian, no. Can they tell? Do they know?
I don't know.
Is your ethnic?
I have a really good rating. Like it's
Your
like a 4.96 or whatever. My name's Jessica.
4.9. Jessica, yeah, pretty basic white girl name. You should be okay.
Should have been.
No.
No.
And the meet and greet, we didn't really talk to people. We talked to our table. We pretty much just made our own little clique thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's what everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just
Only a couple people approached me, but not many.
So many people approached you. What are you talking about?
Not at the meet and greet. Like at like other events, but not at the meet and greet. Not too many people did.
No, because they're like, "Oh, I know your face." Like after, like at the trick or treat, not the trick or treat, the
ghost walk.
The ghost walk. They're like, "Oh, I know your face."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when people approach me.
So many people are like, "Oh, I know your face."
Yeah. That was literally what everyone said. They were like, "Your face, I recognize it." I'm like, "Yeah, it's because I'm on TikTok." They're like, "That's right." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, you're one of the influencers. Yeah. It's because you weren't part of the little influencer sweater party. Like, there's this like younger generation of influencers.
I have gossip.
I want gossip. Yeah.
They all got invited back, but me. Every single one got an email back.
Well, then we're not going to their event. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
You did so much more than they did too. You did all these different little interviews. You like.
What did they post? Because I feel like the video I edited for TikTok was pretty decent.
Oh my god, it was so good. And I was like showing it off, and like I put it in the group, and I put it on Instagram, and I put it on Facebook. I'm not Facebook. Yeah, well, the group in Facebook and TikTok. Like I put it everywhere. I was showing it off. I was like, yeah.
So like, what the fuck did they post?
And you talked to every single author. And even before the event, you were talking to authors and like interviewing authors. Like
I was commenting in the group, like, hey, come find me. We'll like chat. Like I'm trying to be approachable. I'm like, I'm here. No.
I went to every fucking table, okay?
You did.
Every table.
I have the pictures to
Sonia was fucking bust. Like I had to follow Dawn. I was gear bitch.
Video.
So I was taking video. Had some sound issues, but we're learning. I'm doing what I can with it. And I'm following her filming, and Sonia's just fucking running. She's just like, we didn't even keep track of her. She'd come back and she'd be like, okay, that table definitely wants to be interviewed. This person's gonna give you a PR box done. This person's and she's just fucking going. She's like, I'm out of cards. So you got more cards?
I was giving them to other people too that were there, like not just the authors, but like Here, take a card. Follow my friend.
We
Yeah.
stayed for the full masquerade party. We'll get to that. But we
Yeah.
stayed for every event. We were
So yeah, we went to
involved.
the ghost walk, and Sonia was in there for the education.
There was zero education. I just want to throw that out there. Fuck you.
Ghosts.
They were like,
Oh no, the town was called Salem first.
yeah, which,
That was the only education I got out of it.
well, because remember we passed that school before, Salem, the
Yeah.
first school. And we're like, why the fuck would they call it Salem? And then they're like, oh, this town used to be called Salem. We're like, oh shit, son, pieces are coming together. Yeah, no, there were too much. Oh, this is ghosts. Like this has happened to this friend of a friend of mine. I've been on haunted tours before, and it's mostly like a history thing, but like they do like, oh, this person died, this person died, this person died. Like they talk about all the people who died. There's names and everything of all the people who died. They're not like, oh, if you look in the window, you might see a ghost.
Yeah. I mean, it was also annoying because fuck it, I'll name drop the 4 horsemen or whatever.
Yeah.
The British tattoo guys that by the way, your tattoos were too expensive. Like I wasn't gonna pay $200 US for something small, like at books and
Book
books,
event.
you know, like a
Yeah.
book event. Like maybe if it was a tattoo event or something, I would splurge a little more. But like if you're
And if their art was nicer, I'm just gonna throw it out there. They were
It's
not very good artists.
it was very generic, like flowers, very black and white, like very
book.
just yeah, ooh.
Yeah.
Like nothing that really like if I got that tattoo, people would be like, "Oh, no way, did the 4 horsemen do that?" Like there was nothing special about it.
I don't even know why they were there. Like, I thought they were like a book people. At least that one narrator guy was like doing a better job. Like he was like had dick everywhere. At least he was doing a job. Like I would like this was like a smut.
Apparently they're on the cover of Sabrina, the owner or the co-host of this event. Like she has books out and they are on the cover, like as pictures.
Oh.
The mask guy or the
No,
horse
the
guy?
4 horsemen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
They
they
were
just
not very-
knew. So the owner just had like a
They're
thing
not
for
very
them.
attractive. Like even like people who like that type, I don't find them like I'm like, oh, okay, like they were
like
know.
even if you find that thing and they have like the British thing going for them, which is like ups them a couple points in America, like that's like they're
exotic.
they're exotic but still white, like that's like the American way,
the American
it-
dream, yeah.
but it's like on the ghost tour, like I kind of wanted to talk to him. I'm very interested in like I love like for those that have known me, I get lots of tattoos from like different artists and stuff. I have my entire back done. I have some big pieces on my legs and my arms. And I, so I always love talking tattoo with people. But I never got that chance because at the ghost walk, they were just so loud and obnoxious while like the person's trying to tell us about the ghosts. And it was just like, shut the fuck up.
There's
like
a time and place.
25 other people here. Like, shut up. Close your mouth.
If you didn't want to be there, don't be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not mandatory. Like, it's not a class trip. We're all fucking grown up.
Yeah. So that really was like, oh my God, they're just so self-centered that like,
They were. I wanted nothing to do with them at the event. I was like, no, I'm already done with them. Like
yeah, like the ghost tour. I was like, oh, fuck these guys.
Yeah, and that was before
the event. I avoided them like the plague. I would go to every table and I would like deke their table. I was like, no.
I got hit on at the bar.
You did.
I did. Much younger fella. I'm hoping 21. I'm guessing like 30. And
you thought you were 25.
Probably like exactly. And obviously I wasn't having it. I was just like, being polite or whatever. And his friend's like, just leave her alone, man. Like, just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. I was like, thank you. Thank you.
Like he understood the signs. He's like,
he did. Like,
interesting.
Yeah,
like,
she's not interested.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Like, it didn't get awkward. It was fine, right? Like, so.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that long.
I mean,
Okay.
the tavern was where the ghost walk like started and stuff, so we did like get there early and have a few drinks before leaving. I hated how like flustered the waitress / bartender got, because I feel like she should know how busy places like that get, because like she only checked on us like once, and then like we had to like badger her for the bill, and like we were like getting close to ghost tour time, and I'm like, I wanted another drink, but I'm not gonna have time, just let us pay, please.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I had one bourbon, which hurt my tummy.
She didn't know what an old fashioned was.
I was like, oh, like this sounds delicious. It wasn't terrible. It didn't taste bad. It was just like it just hurt my tummy because I'm old.
Yeah, it's not a drink you can like chug. It's a sip.
It's a sippy drink,
Yeah.
which is fine. It was totally fine. But I needed to take some heartburn pills and milk, which I did not have access to.
So yeah, the ghost tours where like most people approached me who knew me, and they were like, "Oh, hi," and that was it. And then the next day was the signing.
Well,
Which was
one
everybody
last-
knew you.
okay, one last thing about the ghost tour before we move on, and then Dawn could take over the signing. Sonia had to take off her bra.
I didn't though. I needed to so bad, so I just undid it. Jessica helped.
While we were in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, because I was wearing it since 6. Okay, it's now 9:30. It's a long time for boobs to be in prison.
Agreed.
They were like, I don't want it. I was like, okay, I get it, boobs, I get it. And like, so like I got like a sensory processing disorder for people listening. So like any constraint or whatever on my body is like on fire always. So I'm like, oh man, like I need to take this off. And then I went to go to the alleyway to take it off, but like the ghost tour, like the tour before us was over there. I was like, fuck, I can't just rip my bra off here. So then I went to go like across the street, but there was a group of people over there like drinking and having fun. I was like, okay, you know what? Just undo the back and that'll be fine. So I just like did like the bra shimmy every once in a while.
And everyone around us was like kind of huddling over you so no one else would see.
Yeah, it was a really good supportive group. It was just like not enough coverage. I was like, you know,
did her best.
Yeah, I did. I was like, it's okay, it's fine. I don't know you guys to do the whip out enough, right? Like, you know, if it was just you two, it'd be fine. It's not a big deal. But like, there's like people's husbands there, which is really weird. Like, they were willing to help too, which was like, oh, okay. Like, we'll make sure no one sees, but it's okay. You can.
Well, I think it takes a certain type of man that goes with their wife to a book smut convention.
Yeah.
Or buys tickets for her. That was really nice.
Very supportive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the next day we had to get up super early because we had early access to the signing.
Yeah. And like the first person we seeked out and like was Ann Slater and gave her the hugest hug ever. She's amazing. I love her.
Yeah. She was on an episode of Books and Booze that we do. So
yeah.
We'll
add some links below of the Books and Bourbon authors that were in previous episodes of ours.
Yeah. Same with Katie Fraser. She was there too.
I know. I was like, wait, your name is familiar. And then she was like, oh, I was on Dawn's podcast. And I was like, that's my podcast too. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm sorry. I'm such a shithead. Like, I totally.
Maybe it was one of the episodes you weren't, because I know, because some of them I wasn't there for. So Dawn's there for all of them.
Yeah, but I do the graphics for all of them. So I should remember people's faces and their books and stuff. So
yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. So sorry.
Yeah.
But like, she was cool with it. Like,
yeah, no, she was fine. And yes, and then I went to different people. I bought a shit ton of books that Jessica was getting a little worried I wouldn't be able to bring back. She's like, you might want to slow down. I was like, okay. I ended up like walking out of the building with like $1.50 left. Like, I went everywhere trying to get everyone's books I possibly could. Yeah, no, it was fun.
I bought a paddle.
I had an energy drink. And I peed a lot.
Oh my gosh, we're like, you have a bladder infection. Go to the fucking doctors.
No,
She's like, I have no symptoms. I'm like, it's asymptomatic. That can happen. You peeing a lot is the symptom.
Yeah, like
no, but it's also a way to flush out, like, if you like restore a lot of water weight, and that's what I was doing. And then that energy drink, the caffeine was like, no, it's gone. And then so I was going to the washroom.
I was such a
every
good
20
water
minutes.
boy. Just like,
Oh yeah,
oh, here, take
Was.
some water. I would like go introduce myself. We'll introduce Dawn to a bunch of people, and then I hunt Dawn down, give her a drink, and then like go.
We
Go
should
do
have done
more.
that like in Vegas. Dawn was not drinking water.
That's why this time I was like a fucking drink.
Dawn needs that. She needs
the
a
air
water
was
boy.
different in
Stay
Kentucky
hydrated.
too, though. Like, it was
Yeah.
way different than Vegas. Like,
Oh,
there was
Vegas is
not as much
nasty.
cigarette smokes. It wasn't dry.
Mm.
My skin felt amazing.
Yep.
I was like, yeah.
My eczema cleared up in like 4 days, and now I'm back, and it's
Yeah.
like back.
There's the Hamilton pollution.
Ugh.
Oh.
We forgot to say about like the hotel giving us the extra products.
Oh, the hotel was so nice. The first hotel, the Quintins.
Yeah, Quintina.
Yeah,
Quintina.
it's Quinton's
Tweet.
hotel.
It's
And it's Quinton's. And yeah, I was just like, oh, can we get some extra hygiene stuff? She gave us like an entire gift bag full of stuff. It was super sweet.
And every morning, like we almost missed breakfast the first day
because they lied.
because they
They're
said
liars.
They were mistaken.
Yeah,
Mhm.
7 to 10, but it was really 6 to 9. And we got there like near 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're like, our breakfast.
But we didn't make that mistake again.
Mm-mm.
We made sure we were there.
Well, because we had to go to that event. So we're like 6 a.m. before breakfast is even started.
We're just like
waiting on the
waiting.
weekends. Yeah. We're like, we need our breakfast. Because we wanted seats and stuff. And
Yeah,
it gets packed.
Yeah.
it was good. We could make our own waffles. That was cool.
Yeah, it's a hotel breakfast thing.
Yeah. So we did the signing. We were just Don's lackeys. Like
everybody was so excited Domri was there. Like she's like, oh, like I'm not anything special, but fucking everybody was like, oh my god, like fanboying. It was like, I was like, oh, like it's weird to me because like you're my friend, so I don't see you in that light, you know. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, sure, she's fine, but you know she's a bitch, right?
I was like, you know, she almost poops her pants like on the regular,
right?
Every day, like
every 20 minutes, like
yeah, like she makes you carry her shit.
Yeah.
But they were so excited to see you and stuff, so like it was nice. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, there were so many people that eventually like approached me, and I didn't know who the hell they were, and I was just like faking it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited to see you too, and like giving them hugs.
That's what famous people do.
Hugs.
See, you're famous.
Apparently, I gave so many hugs, and I'm not a hugger, but I was like, I couldn't say no. I feel like that would like really show off my bitchiness, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll hug you. So I hugged everyone.
So I'm a little upset you didn't get an email or anything. And like we didn't get an email either to come back. I checked, they didn't email us. Like we
all the way from Canada.
And we filled out a form to like come back next year, but like, you know what? Fuck those bitches.
Yeah.
I no longer want to go back. That's it. Like if
they
they're
have
not
to beg us.
Yeah,
give us something for free.
If they don't want to appreciate the kind of work Domri did beforehand, like even before the event, she was interviewing almost all the authors knew who Domri was. Like, and they wanted to meet her. Like, that tells me she's a pretty good, like, influencer already. Like, she's already done the legwork. And to go and talk
readers who wanted to meet me and, like, introduce them. Like, when I got home, I got a message from one of the, remember, like, at the table? I'm like, I don't know who the hell that was, but, like, she was so excited and she knew who I was and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He sent me a message on TikTok later and she's like, oh, like, it was so great to see you. I was like, oh my god, yeah, like, if you ever want to talk more about books or like whatever.
Yeah. But I feel like you put a lot of work in and you actually went around to talk to people And there was another influencer there that wasn't part of the clique. And she's like, I guess I didn't get the memo. I was like, you know what? I'm with like this person. She didn't get like no memo either. Like, it's a younger generation kind of thing. Like they're like maybe 10 years younger, right? But like, I don't know. You did so much work. I'm mad. I want to write them an email.
Do it.
I'd be like, how rude. Like, she put in all this fucking work.
And not only that, she was there. She was like the first one there, last one to leave. You know, like that was pretty much.
Dance, yeah.
Well, at the even like yeah, we didn't stay for the entire event once general admission opened, but we were like there from the when it opened.
Yeah, we were the
for
first
like
ones.
4 hours. Like we stayed for an hour after general admission opened. Like I think we missed 2 hours.
We talked to every single author there. Like and the people doing selling stuff.
Voiceovers, like
I know I talked to every single table on Domray's behalf and random people. Like so
I was just running around with a camera.
Yeah.
But we like Dawn did like everything. So she even interviewed the people that run the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah.
Fuck them.
Be like, where the fuck's my email? Like,
yeah, I'd confront them. I'd be like, okay, what can I do better next time? Please use your words.
Yeah,
I wait for them to kick me out of the chat because that's how I found out. I'm in the chat, the influencer chat.
Yeah,
and they're all showing the
letters. Screenshots.
Okay, we can talk about it. You could do a whole TikTok segment, content.
You better get screenshotting before, like after this, before they kick you out.
Okay,
you gotta have evidence.
We do. We need screenshot evidence because, like, if we're just talking shit, we don't have evidence. It's just gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we did the signing, and then we all went back to the hotel and had a nap.
Yeah.
And then Sonia and her makeup.
The fucking Walmart fucking mask makeup. And like, I have sensitive skin, so it's my own fault. I should have just used like eyeshadow. Like it just kept like curdling and melting off my face. And I was like, fuck this shit. And then I tried to go without my glasses because I didn't bring contacts. And then I couldn't see anything and I just kept knocking stuff over. I was like, no, it's not worth it. I'll just wear my glasses. It was fine.
Your glasses are the mask, like Clark Kent.
That's right. Yeah, you don't know who I am.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm in disguise. Oh man. But it was fun though.
And then we had the masquerade.
Yeah. The DJ was shit, but he would
Terrible.
play anything you requested. Like fucking we don't talk about Bruno. Okay. He's like, yeah, sure.
He played a techno song.
Yeah. It was a good one.
Yeah.
We were the only ones dancing. And Melissa and her husband was dancing too. But like so many line dancing
to techno songs.
There's so much line dancing. There was like 4 line dancing songs in a row.
Yeah.
And there's so much slow dance. You don't do fast,
like
slow.
Yeah.
Fast, slow. You do like fast for like a few so people die. And then you do a slow song so people could just be like, oh man. Yeah. Calm down.
Yeah. It was. And and because it's not a wedding, you do even less slow songs.
Yes, there's less coupling. It was mostly single women. Like, read the room.
Yeah, that's where the DJ failed. It's like the vibe would be starting to get good, and then he'd go, let's change it to this song either no one knows or is very slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised at how few people knew the Time Warp. Like, he played Time Warp for Rocky Horror, and a bunch of people came up because they saw that I was about to dance to it, and they're like, do you know this one? I was like, yeah. I was like, do whatever you want in the verses. Just watch at the chorus. It tells you what to do. Like,
yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like, I couldn't believe it. I guess Rocky Horror is not that big out there.
Not that big in Kentucky.
And
everyone left, okay? Like,
oh God, so many.
Which is my kind of party. Like, so I'm like, yeah, there's only like 20 people here. Woo!
The Horsemen left right away too.
Thank the Lord. Thank you.
Well, they
Thank
pulled
you.
up a table near us, and I was like, oh no, they're gonna be obnoxious again. Fuck.
Yeah,
And then they left.
Yeah.
it was nice.
And there was a photo booth there. That was cool.
Yeah.
The like third song they played was Cha Cha Slide. And I love dancing. Dancing is like my preferred stim, but I don't get the option to like do it in like an appropriate setting as often as I'd like. So I was like, oh fuck, I can just dance crazy out here. This is great. And I do. I just flail. I don't care. And Cha Cha came on, and they do it differently down there. I've done it in the States before, so I know they like do it differently. The big difference is up here in Canada, at least where I learned it. When it goes slide to the left, slide to the right, take it back now, y'all. We go back to the left because it's
We go backwards.
yeah.
we
So
go
some
backwards.
people go backwards. We didn't learn it to go backwards in
Oh, I did. I learned to
Belleville.
go
Yeah.
back. It's
Yeah, in
reverse,
Hamilton.
reverse.
Yeah.
Then you got to do the thing that you did before, and for them, reverse meant go backwards.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Reverse. We go backwards like this. Ooh. So it's like that was the slight change, but I knew to expect that. I knew that change, but the get low part really fucked me up because I got low. It was the getting up that didn't go so good, and my knee went pop, and I was like, "Oh, this hurts. This really fucking hurts." And then I just chose to like I had to take a one song break. I was like, "Okay, I can't. I gotta take a one song break. Make sure this shit's not
Get
falling
drunk.
apart." Yeah,
Not
get
feel
drunk, and then I just kept dancing on it even though it hurt, which now I'm paying the price for. Had to wait till we got back to go to the doctor, and it turns out I sprained my knee. So
Yay.
yay!
Yay to be old. Yeah. No, I liked it. It was fun. Like again, there wasn't that many people there, so like I didn't feel too like
And it was a big
Yeah.
space too.
And
so.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like with less people too, it's like they did have free cookies, so it's nice. Like, but the drink choices
there's no
were
food other than
super sugar. That was it. There was no like Diet Coke and rum. Like you couldn't get anything except for these 3 drink choices.
And this was
Yeah.
the cash only bar with no ATM on site.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like,
So
oh.
the DJ had to say like, "Oh, bars like temporarily closed," and then like
In an
it
hour
wasn't
in.
technically
Because they
and it
needed
technically
dollars.
wasn't.
Yeah.
And then it took him over an hour to be like, "Oh yeah, it's back open," and it was too late. Everyone left. Like, so
Yeah.
They even shut like the party was supposed to go till midnight, and they turned the lights on at 11:30.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, everyone's going home. Like they started like taking everything down too. Like, okay, like
might as well all go home early, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the hay.
But yeah.
The following day was the very stressful day. That was interesting. No,
Yeah.
the day after that.
Well,
No, because that was
do the
Texas
next day
Roadhouse the day.
first.
Yeah, the next day was Texas Roadhouse, which was wonderful.
Yeah,
Well,
we just hung out in the lobby waiting until it was closer to the time to leave so that we didn't have any like luggage time before check-in at the other hotel. And on the phone app, the Uber 12 minutes away. There's an Uber 12 minutes away. I was like, "Okay, perfect. We have an Uber this time." I go to call it when it's finally time to call. No Uber. No, the Uber still said 12 minutes away, but when I tried to call, no Uber. So the one Uber in town, I guess, just did not want to take us to Louisville. So what ended up happening was we had to call our cab driver again and schedule that and wait an extra hour or 2 hours for that. And that was not $5 a person.
They don't tell you.
That was almost like $50 a person.
Yeah.
So that was a nice surprise, but it was what it was. At least we got to the other hotel. We got in. We got Texas Roadhouse, which was good. And then after Texas Roadhouse, since we kind of already talked about that, we did go to the Total Wine Shop.
Best alcohol store ever.
I love the mixer aisle, and it's just pop and juice.
Yeah. They have like charcuterie boards. They had like
anything that would pair with alcohol. Like,
yeah.
it was great.
They had that like fireball bucket with like 20 mini
Oh my
fireballs for
God.
$15. Like, I'm like, are you kidding?
Now we know the next time we go, alcohol first day.
Yes.
That way, like, we can stock up. Because we went to that fucking masquerade bar raw dogging. Like, we didn't pre-drink nothing. Like
I know.
idiots.
I did end up getting this silicone ice cube tray of the United States of America. So I'm really excited to fill that in with Jello shots on election day. So it'll be fun.
Woo.
Yeah.
And then whenever you're wrong or right, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'm
shot.
drinking.
Yeah. No, it doesn't even matter.
That's 50 shots that she's taking. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but some are bigger than others. Like we got Texas here. But
Yeah.
this is really deep. But then we have like some of the smaller middle ones and these ones up here. So
Oh,
it'll be
I live right there
surprises.
at that corner. Go touch the corner again. Top right corner. Touch it. Top right. That's me. That's me right there. That's your left.
I
my
just
right.
touched the right.
My
Okay.
right. My right. That one. That's me.
So then after that we went back to the hotel and drank and live streamed.
yeah.
It was fun. We just talked shit. We played with fucking filters.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to follow Dawn on TikTok because sometimes we have live streams on there.
Doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Drunken live streams.
Nothing.
Yeah. No, it's how it is. Every time Jessica's like, you want to live stream? I'm like, sure. And then we just bullshit the whole time. And then people will talk to us.
Yeah. It's fun. It was fun. We'll just do that on a Saturday. Just live
Yeah.
stream. I might be tired this Saturday. We'll see.
we can wait a couple Saturdays.
Yeah,
till
I
we
need to, like,
recover.
yeah,
Like
I
we're
need to
still
catch up.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to catch up. I'm drinking 10 cups of coffee and I'm still fucking tired. Although, like, I have ADHD. Like, even meth can't keep me up. You know, like, what is what it is.
Okay,
And then
Sonia.
our last day was travel day.
Yeah,
Back.
do you want to start
was-
talking about travel day?
Oh, travel day started fine.
Yeah.
Like, we went through
Going through
security and
Louisville.
everything.
Going through Louisville, like, security was a breeze.
Wait, you pronounced
Like,
it wrong.
super-
They pronounced it Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
Louisville.
Louisville, whatever.
Louisville. Crazy people. All right, yeah. Going through security with Don Marie fucking broke the x-ray machine. Like, he's like, don't take anything out of your bag. But Don Marie puts everything in one bucket. Like, instead of like separating
No,
her
you don't
bucket.
need to. He's like, do not grab everything in the one bag.
It was
in
the
bucket.
hoodie, wasn't it? Like he told you to like you can either keep on the hoodie,
that
but you
too.
might be pat or you have to take it off and then
Yeah.
putting that on top, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, to avoid being pat down, I suggest you take your hoodie off as long as you have something underneath. And I was like, okay. So I did. And then, something fell off. And so they had to scan it again.
First, I had to like scoop out all the stuff that fell out or something, like all your ticket pieces.
Passport. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fine.
But then it was
then you
easy.
hit up.
It was fine.
The rest
Yeah.
of the way, I got like a
You
gift
went
from my.
to-
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, you go.
I got a gift from my father-in-law. It was like $200 Canadian. Did not claim it going through, so shush. It was like this cute little, like, it looked like a
Barrel.
bourbon barrel, and so I was like, it's worth it. It's cute. So
It was.
yeah, and I saved it. I protected it. I hugged it with my sweater so it wouldn't break.
Yeah, so then we caught our first flight,
Yeah,
which they switched the gate on us. But it was fine.
yeah. It went to the other side.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
next door. It was no
Yeah.
qualms. We were fine.
Yeah. And then going to our second one.
Oh my god, fucking Washington.
Mhm.
So again, fuck you, Air Canada. Okay, you don't give enough like breaks in between flights,
Yeah, it was a very fast turnover.
and the signs in the Washington airport, they don't say, "Oh, you can do this, this, or this." They say this way for this way for this way, and we're like, "Oh, we have to go take a train." because our thing's in C. So we're going to go take this train. It's like, oh, it's going to be here in 2 minutes. We're like, okay, we're cutting it close. 15 fucking minutes go by. We're like, there's no fucking train. And then
it was counting down 30 seconds, remember? Like on the
Yeah,
screen that I was counting it down.
and
And
then
it didn't show up.
it didn't show up. And then I went to go look for somebody to like, what the fuck's going on? And this one guy, he's like, no, I'm new. And, like, he wouldn't even talk to me. I'm like, oh, you work here? Can I ask you a question? He's like, no, I'm new. And then he just fucked off. Fucked right off. He got into like
I'm just
an
gonna
elevator.
use that anytime anyone's like, "Hey, can I ask?" It doesn't even matter if it's at work or anywhere. If you come up to me and you're like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "No, I'm new."
No, I'm new. That's like pretty much like some guy at the bar. He's like, hey, can I talk to you? Like, no, I'm new. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that was interesting. And then finally, we're just like, we'll just fuck it. We'll like just walk and see.
Well, I
where
looked at the
something is.
map. So they did. So even though they had no signage, no, an announcement would come on there, be like, "This is a very important announcement. Please do not leave your luggage unattended." We'd be like, "Fuck, this is not." Yeah, there was no signage, but I saw the map there, and that's when I saw that D and C were connected. But the one sign only said shuttle to D.
Right?
So we didn't know previous that it was connected. So yeah, so we start walking around.
And like we tell that the guy, the information guy, like, you know, it's broken, right? Like it's not coming. He's like, oh, go take the shuttle. Like we're like, maybe somebody should go down there and tell people it's broken. He's
yeah,
like,
because other people were missing their other flights.
Yes, like at least 10 people missed their flight because we were talking to all of them. None of them also going to Toronto. I'm like, listen, if we're all going from Toronto, they gotta hold the flight. No.
Nope.
So by the time we make it to our gate, it's just starting to taxi. So it was late to begin with. Like our plane was late to depart. And right as we're there, like, no, you can't go. And like the one guy who was helping us first started off as a big fucking asshole. He's like, you should have came here on time. Like the gate was broken. Like somebody, oh yeah. So the reason the train was broken was because somebody tried to like rip the doors open.
Yeah.
So that is why the train, yeah, fuck you, guy. So that is why we missed our flight. So he was like such an asshole. He's like, you should have known pretty much. Like you should have known what to do. Like, bitch, this is the first time at this airport. Like, we don't know. Yeah. And then he started to feel bad for us real quick. So there, for later that day, there was like only 2 flights left. So there's 3 of us, only 2 flights left. So I was like, okay, you 2 take them because, you know, you guys have little.
Yeah, well, the next flight, which was like 4 hours later still, there was only 2 seats.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, total, like it was 10 hours from that time.
No, that was the 10 o'clock.
No, there's there's the 5 o'clock and the 10 o'clock.
But there was
no seats for the 5 o'clock.
Yeah, no, the 10 o'clock you guys got.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay,
like, so there was no for sure flights until 10 o'clock that night. And there was 2. So you guys got the 2 seats. And then he's like, for you, just do standby. And then maybe if you're lucky, you'll get on. And then maybe
not, ask for a hotel.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm never going home. I'm living in Washington now. That's cool. It is what it is. And then the first standby flight at 5 comes along. Yeah. I go first. Well, first this other fucking dude goes first when we were there already. Fuck that guy. But then I'm trying to go through and it's like, no, like you can't go. And then Domri and Jessica get to go through, and they're waiting there, like really upset,
because we
like
weren't
panicking.
Supposed to. Sonia was supposed to be this like if there was only one standby, it was supposed to be Sonia because she was the only one without a guaranteed ticket.
Yeah. Well, we did.
But no, Dawn and me get to go because our things just scanned. Like.
Yeah, and like they're like, and he's telling them to leave. They're like, you need to go get on that plane, and they're like hyper, like, I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, sitting on the plane.
So bad. I was like, what do I do here? This is not how it's supposed to happen.
No, it was so bad because we're sitting on the plane. I sit in my seat, which was the wrong seat, found out later.
Yeah.
Jessica's sitting in her seat. Jessica's looking back at me like, and I'm looking like at her like, and we're both looking at the front, and then she turned back and looked at me like this, and I'm looking at her like this, like we were still like, we were hyperventilating. She's
The fucking
texting
R.
you.
Kelly song. I look at him. He looks at me.
Yeah, it was like that. And then eventually, I guess you're like coming, and then she looks at me and she's like this, and I'm like,
like
all
thumbs
right.
up, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I had to wait for a manager. So like all these other people were going on, but my ticket, I wasn't too worried because my ticket had a seat number on it. Like my new ticket that he printed off, it had a seat on it. So I'm like, okay, like I'm sure eventually I'm gonna get on.
Mhm.
But
Yeah. We were like, worst case, there's now 2 open seats on the next flight.
yeah,
She's going on the 10 then.
yeah, I wasn't. It is like, yeah, it was okay. It's
Yeah.
content. It was like an adventure. Like it hurt my heart.
Yeah.
And we can laugh about it now
Because we got
But-
home.
because we got home eventually.
Yeah.
I was so tired. It was just like a really stressful day because, like, I know it like we didn't have to wait that long, but like being told that like I don't know when you'll see your kids again. Like even if it's just a day delay, right? You're just like, I don't know when you'll see your kids again.
But it's just a day for now. You don't know. Like, you know, what if all
Yeah.
the flights were full tomorrow? Or
Yeah, like worst case scenario, what happens, right? So like even just 12 hours delay, like that kind of stress, like, you know, you don't know when you're gonna see your kids. So
And you're stuck in the airport. Like you can't go out. You can't go for a walk. You can't you're stuck inside, very like surrounded by other people. Like you can't find a comfy place to lay down. Any food costs money. Like like they didn't even have a good bar. Like I feel like if you're gonna stress people out like this in an airport, you should have a good bar.
Oh,
yeah.
and our $15 vouchers barely worked. Like,
Oh
yeah,
my
they give us
God.
vouchers.
Yeah. And the girl's like, oh, like I can't use them. Only if they're on your phone. Like what?
Then she changed her
didn't split our
mind.
bill.
And
Yeah.
then she put them all on one thing, and yeah,
She's
didn't
like,
split
why
our bill.
didn't you tell me?
We're like, we did.
Yeah,
Well,
like and
first of all, why
all,
did you assume? Like,
yeah.
shouldn't you be asking as part of your job?
That's
like,
what I
is this
said.
together
I
or-
said where I'm from, people ask first. Sorry, but like I don't want to tell you. And then she like didn't bring salt or anything.
Yeah,
Like
so son, you got up to get salt.
I couldn't order a mixed drink because the bartender wasn't there, even though it's on the menu.
Yeah.
it was interesting. Like 1 star for sure.
Yeah, not my favorite airport.
So and it was expensive. Like the food was so expensive. And
Mhm.
the plastic fucking utensils. Like you have to wash the plates anyway. How hard is it to wash forks and knives?
Yeah.
Like, no, here you got this flimsy ass fucking fork.
Yeah, so Washington D.C. airport, we're not fans.
No.
No, not a fan. Not a fan. And Air Canada, fuck you. Like, why am I booking through you if I'm not even gonna use any of your airplanes? Make 0 sense. Make it make sense.
But then we made it home, and Kyle drove us to our respective houses.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
where you live.
no, in Toronto. That's where the sick guy he coughed on us.
Oh, fucking
and then
guy.
there's the pictures. The pictures, like
Oh, the mug shots. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
fantastic. And
were
I said
horrible.
I didn't have alcohol. And Domry apparently didn't buy any books or anything like that. It's fine. We didn't buy nothing.
No. I mean, when I find when you come in kind of late at Pearson too, they just like want to process you quickly.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Go.
Don't forget about the bitch on the plane. There was like that bitch
Oh,
who
yeah.
tried to like push everyone over.
Yeah, no one
through?
knows etiquette.
I said that. I was like, well, nobody knows plane etiquette. And like this one kid like looked at me and I looked at him like and I said to Dawn Marie, because all these people are coming up. I'm like, Dawn Marie, anybody tries to come past you, fucking jock check them. Loudly. I said it loudly. Like jock
Yeah.
check them. Because like they're
that
being
bitch didn't
so
care.
rude.
You're like, you almost clotheslined her. You hold your arm. You're like, I'm trying to get through, and she's just like fucking powered like through your arm.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't
And
care.
then she had to wait anyway. Sucker.
It just reminds me of people that like speed in traffic just to get stopped by the same red light that they swerved past you to hit. It's like,
and
yeah.
you're like, hey.
like
Ugh.
wow. But yeah, I mean overall, I was gonna say I was gonna be like this was a pretty trip. I mean, we did lots, but then also fuck them bitches for not asking you to come back right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, like fuck them for sure. Cause like
No, I'm gonna be passive aggressive and heart everyone's picture that they said that they're coming back.
yeah.
Screenshot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Screenshot it
Just like
as I heart everything.
yeah, because you did lots of like work too. Like the fact that every single author there knew who you were tells me you did a good job doing your influencer bullshit. I get.
Yep.
And like a few
And
of the
readers too.
well, and like the
Yeah.
authors have like been on our podcast to be interviewed by Dawn before too. Like so she already had like pre-existing relationships with some of the authors that were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were
Cool.
willing to come all the way from Canada.
Yeah.
Like fucking what more do they want? We went international.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because I wasn't like BFFs with them, or I didn't go like to the girls'
You didn't
hotel that
suck
night.
their assholes. That's what it
I
was.
didn't. Yeah.
Like those younger girls are like they were like nose deep in their anus. Like that's what like you were busy doing your influencer thing and they were like, what can I do? Like what do I do? Blah blah blah. Like
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's from what it sounds like the organizers really do invite the people that they like. I mean, that's why the 4 horsemen were there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
it's for them. The event is for them. Like it's like a party for them. Yeah.
Well, they couldn't
Yeah.
throw a good party. Literally, when we got in our taxi to go back to the hotel from the masquerade, they asked, like, are you going into town? Because that's where everyone else went.
Yeah.
Because they all said this party
and
sucked.
And our
Yeah.
cab driver was like moonlighting as a DJ in his past, like
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
were saying how the DJ sucked, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a DJ in karaoke." I was like, "Man, that would have been so much cooler at this party if they did karaoke."
Yeah. Instead of a fucking slow song every 2 minutes, a karaoke song would have been fine. I guess. I would have done
Yeah.
karaoke with only 20 people there.
You sing songs to your like book boyfriends and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
They
we
missed
don't
out.
talk about Bruno. No. Like I would have sang to Bruno. I don't care.
Okay, this is just a maybe. Please make sure to. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, if we get it, like, we start making money or whatever, I say we go down there not invited, and then we have our own party that we plan at the same time as their party. Which would be so much better. And we just let people know, yeah, if that party doesn't pan out, there's another party down on the other side of town. You might
Or like the
wanna check
same
it out.
building, just go to a different door.
Oh my god, yeah. If we
Yeah,
can
we're in,
rent
like-
out the same building.
We're in Hall C. Like
That'd be so good. We'll
oh.
make sure there's an ATM there.
Yeah, we'll just throw ones. You need a one? Here's a one. Like oh my gosh, we'll have rippers.
and we'll have people with like shots walk around. Like you can just
Shooter girls.
Yeah, shooter girls.
What? Did they have a strip club there? I didn't see one.
You probably have to go to Louisville for that. Go to the
Louisville.
city.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is my alternative plan.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go now anyway. We were so hyped to go, and now I don't want to go to their
well,
event.
we're going to Salem, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I want to do our podcast thing there.
Well, now it gives us more time to work on our podcast booth for like places we are welcome, like Fan Expo and Toronto Comic Con.
Yeah, where people actually come up to us like, I know you.
Where they email us and go, hey, we want you guys back.
Yeah. Like
So-
the next day. You know,
Yeah.
they check in with us because like a lot of other people already got responses too. They're like, oh, like I'm going back next year. Like, where's our email?
Yeah. So fuck 'em.
Yeah, I hope if you listen to this episode, let us know. Let us know why you were so rude. I'd like to know. You don't know etiquette. Etiquette.
Etiquette.
Yeah, why are you so rude?
Why you gotta be so rude?
Yeah. Is it because Domri didn't lick your anus? I need to know. Like, so the next events we do, we know Domri needs to start licking some rim jobs. Like, if that's the only way she's
but
gonna
let's
get
be
invited
fair, because we're her lackeys, so I feel like she'll just send us
to do the licking.
to do the licking.
No,
And you're the water boy, so
yeah, that's a lot of
Not me for licking. Like Sonia still has to give me water, and you just have
stay
to make sure I'm
hydrated.
there.
To, like,
I'll film it.
Yeah. So now we're doing porn. Like, we're no longer doing book
Whatever
events.
gets us invited, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Stephanie Hurst, we will be seeing you next year in Salem.
Even if you don't want us to.
I'm sure she didn't want us to. She wouldn't be our VIP Patreon every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she loves us. And you can love us too at $2 a month.
Yeah. And at $5 a month and up, you get our bonus pre-drinks episodes. But at $20 a month, you become our VIP and we stalk you. So,
yeah, we're sending
cool.
Stephanie a Christmas card. Look out for that, Stephanie.
Yeah, we have your address.
Yeah, we know where you live, which is even scarier. Like, we're like, oh, VIP, we're going to stalk you. We do know where you live. I just want to throw that out there.
just letting you know, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to be stalked, $20 a month.
$20. Like, man, you want me to call your mom? I'll call your mom. Like, hey, how's it going? It only costs $20 a month.
Yeah, and we'll give you a free video of us telling your boyfriend to wipe his ass. Yeah. So there's lots of things. So there's lots of things we'll do for $20 a month. We're very cheap.
Yeah, I don't think we've set up those services yet, though.
No. But maybe if we get a second VIP, then we might be more motivated.
Maybe we'll do more services of you will call. What's that?
Yeah. Rent a Lush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cameo. Yeah. But not on Cameo because we don't want to share the money with Cameo.
No, you guys don't get any money.
No.
No. We have our fundraiser coming up. We're doing something a little different this year. We're just doing a variety show. And we are still looking for people to participate. If you're like a content creator or podcaster and you want to like do a little mini show to send it in. It can be holiday based. It could be nothing based, like whatever your own niche is. Little do-it-yourself crafts, stand-up comedy, like whatever you want to do, send it to us. We have a form on our social media
below.
It'll be linked if this is YouTube. Or do you link on the other ones too?
I link on on every.
It's fucking linked on everything. Okay, there's a link to our form. And if you are somebody with a business or a podcast or a Twitch stream or anywhere you want people to come see you, we have commercial space to buy, and it'll be on our YouTube forever afterwards after the event, and that is $10 a minute, and that goes to all money donated goes to Epilepsy South Central Ontario, Little Free Libraries, and food pantries in the community. And there's links to that on our website. The first tab on our website is our fundraiser for more information on how you can participate and donate and stuff.
Yeah. And then, of course, when it comes out on December 20th, right? That was the date.
Yeah, 10 a.m. Yeah.
10 a.m. December 20th. Join in. There will be a live chat. I will definitely be there, just making sure that it is premiering properly.
Yes.
So at least one Lush will be there live in the chat. But we will, but yeah, so come join in on the conversation, watch it live, but then you can also watch it not when
like
it's
later.
premiering. Like later. Yeah. And comment, join in on the comments, join in on the community. And yeah, it's all for a good cause.
Yes. Helping others.
Not books and bourbon guys though. Fuck
yeah. Fuck you. And then, like, after this post, Aubrey gets an email.
It's an email?
If so, we'll add a redaction. We'll add a correction.
Whoopsies.
Didn't
check.
Yeah. Oh, as we're talking shit, ignore it.
Ignore it. This is because we were all in our fifis. We were in our feelings. But now we have clarification.
Yeah, we ride hard for Dabri. Like, listen, if you don't appreciate the shit she does, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bitches.
But not you,
Yeah, I want to
Stephanie.
thank you too.
Not
Like,
you.
You guys really did a lot for me out there, so I want to thank you guys personally.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
I was medicated. Oh, we went to Crackle Barrel. Wait, one last shout out to Crackle Barrel. I got a big cup.
Crackle Barrel.
It holds 10 cups of coffee. I just wanted to last shout out Crackle Barrel. Oh, and
Yeah.
the peg game. You guys are my mooses.
Yeah.
Because you're so great. You're my mooses.
Sonia needs to get to bed, is what.
Oh, oh man. Maybe. Yeah.
So we will see you all next time, and the next episode is going to be us recording after the U.S. election. So I plan on drinking for that one, no matter what. So we'll
the
see you
election
then.
or the recording?
The recording. I plan on drinking on the election too.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be drunk that whole week. By the
That's
recording
Monday to
time.
Friday.
Yeah, I'm just going.
Your fucking liver will be like,
I feel like yellow.
All right, my little soon-to-be jaundiced friend. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.